What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today we're back at it answering your questions in another video entitled
For the Greater.
I'm the Sound Alchemist, and this is
Grish1.
Tell them what it is.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. Most of the time, people ask us about Warhammer 40K questions, but if you want to ask us about anything else, go ahead. We're an open book. This question comes from...
Just don't break our spines.
There you go. Icono. He asks, sorry for my English. Hi from France. What is it?
Bonjour.
Right? Can we hope to find some Loyalist repentance amongst the fallen? So, let's explain a little bit of what's going on with that. So, like, the Dark Angels chapter is known for being half traitor, half loyalist during the Horus Heresy. The Lion, the Primarch of the Dark Angels, left to go defend Terra. When he came back, he found out that half of his chapter had turned to chaos, and they were led by... who?
Luther?
Luther. So, the Lion and Luther got into a big fight. Luther went back into the war, but I don't think he died, right?
I think he's held captive in the rock.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But either way, there's a lot of Dark Angels that split off. They became the Fallen. They became traitors. And then the Lion left it upon his Dark Angels to go hunt the Fallen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are there fallen Dark Angels that felt sorry and have repented? Yeah, Cypher.
Yeah. Cypher tends to play both sides of, being a loyalist and being a traitor. And he's been seen in battlefields leading chaos to like a certain objective or leading loyalists to a certain objective. But I think he's doing all this for his own agenda. Like, he's not trying to fight for chaos and he's not trying to fight for the Imperium. I think he's got an ulterior motive that was given to him by the Lion. Hopefully the Lion knew that he was going to be like the chosen one, so to speak. So I think Cypher's going to play a huge role when it comes to the Dark Angels and hopefully the Imperium as a whole.
Yeah, but if you have Cypher, you definitely have room for other successor chapters of the Fallen to be Loyalists, even though their origins might have been behind Luther. So even though they sided with Luther, it could have been that they were just tricked and they weren't necessarily like corrupted by chaos. They were just tricked, which isn't something that's rare within Space Marine chapters that turn to chaos. Some of them are just like, well, my chapter master told me to do this. What, am I not supposed to listen to my chapter master? And the answer is like, yeah, it's like that whole Jon Snow thing. Like, he's always honorable. He's always trying to do what's best for what is it? Honor and justice or whatever?
Yeah, he's always trying to do the honorable thing.
Even if he gets him killed.
Even... Okay, so if you haven't seen the season finale, block this, put it on mute for like the next minute. Jon killed Dany. There's nobody there to see him. And obviously he was taken prisoner and locked up. Like, he had to have gone up to like Grey Worm and just told him like, hey, I killed her. Lock me up. Yeah. Because like, she just disappeared. Like, Drogon flew away. She was nowhere to be found. Jon could have just been like, I don't know where she went. Yeah,
that's true. But again, it all boils down to like honor, and like, he's an honorable man, and he's not gonna lie and say, I don't know what happened.
Right.
And that's
just like he couldn't bend the knee to Cersei to save the realm. He's like, oh no, Dany's my queen. I can't, listen to you.
Yeah. So exactly like that. The fallen.
Yeah. How the mighty have fallen.
Next question.
This one is a question that has been plaguing my mind for days. This is by The Big One. His question is, this may be a little off topic, but I have a question that I need answered. My girlfriend says that if we go swimming together in a pool, I can get her pregnant, even if I don't even touch her. Is this true? It doesn't sound right, but she's pretty convincing. What do you guys think?
Yeah, she's right.
Because, pee is stored in the balls. So, like, semen has nowhere else to go, just osmosis is out of your body. And think of the pool as...
The warp.
It'll just fly out there and impregnate whatever it gets its spermicidal hands on.
Yeah, so to build on that analogy, the warp... The pool is the warp. your sperm are the demons. You are the chaos god, and your significant other is battleship traveling the warp, and the Geller field is not always, up to par.
It flickers on and off.
And so your demons can swim in there sometimes. Because of the warp.
It happens.
And 40K teaches all virgins about love. Next question comes from Juan G. Is Cell from Dragon Ball Z a greater demon of Slanesh? I honestly think that you can look at every single character in Dragon Ball Z and say that they are greater demon, or they are devoted to Slanesh because they're devoted to perfection.
Trying to be the most powerful, the best fighter.
That's what Goku was, and that's what Cell is. Next question.
This one is by Demando a la Bird. How does the Imperium allow the Deathcore of Krieg to keep making test tube babies? Aren't they essentially clones? Shouldn't this not be allowed?
Right. That's the whole thing about the planet of Krieg. The Imperium is in no position, or I should say the the Imperialis? Adeptus Imperialis? Yeah. The Imperial Guard is in no place to say, hey, how come you're sending all these troops that are saving our lives?
Right.
Like, what gives? Then they're not going to do that. But yes, they shouldn't be doing it, but it happens. Next question comes from Timothy Armstrong. How would the Salamanders react if someone from another chapter came on one of their worlds they controlled and started slapping around some of their civilians? From another chapter? A war.
Yeah, hands down.
The Salamanders are not... check out our 40 facts on the Salamanders versus everyone in the Imperium, or everyone in the 40K Galaxy, I think I called it. They fight Loyalists, they fight Imperial Guard, they fight whoever they think is evil or is not doing what the Emperor wants them to do. Next question.
This one's also by the Mondola Bird. Can the Tau get drunk or high just like humans? And if so, how dangerous would they be? Especially in a battlesuit, in a Tau tank. Well, you see, they got that slit on their face for a reason, because obviously their mouths can't open into a circular form, so they gotta pour the alcohol into the slit. And that's how they get drunk.
That's how they get drunk?
Unfortunately, once they get into their battlesuits and hammerheads, they have to, integrate into the technology, and the technology will kind of put hormones and other types of chemicals to bring their high down. So, unfortunately, they're not much of a threat in vehicles and battlesuits, but them themselves, yeah.
Right.
Left.
Next question comes from De Mandea La Bird. He asks, will God School reach the size of the beast since he is almost in an eternal war with the kids at the moment? With the nids at the moment? God School is constricted by his body.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Well, no, by his, what is it called? Cyborg body, I should say.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. So, I hope so. I hope that the next model for God School, because he needs to get a new model, is a lot bigger and more badass, and the lore reflects that. Like, it would be cool if he has some Tyranid armor.
Oh yeah, because he's in the Octavius War, right?
Yeah.
Octavius?
It's either Octavius or Arcturus. There's conflicting names in, I think, the 5th edition codex and in the latest codex. Anyways, he has a second question. He says, what D&D lore is your favorite?
I can't really have a favorite. There's a lot that really interests me, but I like the background of the tieflings and stuff like that.
Yeah, the tieflings are an interesting race. My favorite lore has been the hags, because of what I did with their whole kidnapping children thing. In my D&D campaign, I had these guys come across an Omi or Oni that had a hag child, and the way hags reproduce in the lore of D&D is that they steal a kid, and on the kid's 13th birthday, it turns into a hag. And that's what was gonna happen to this kid, and the party had to either kill the kid before it turned into a hag, but then you're killing the kid, or try to figure out how to cure the kid. We ended the campaign before they even reached the
oracle.
The oracle that was going to tell them how to cure the kid. Someone was going to lose their life, either the kids or somebody in the party. But I really like that lore. That lore's badass. Play D&D, guys. Next question.
This one's by Thompson51. So I'm very super excited that Bandai and Games Workshop are joining forces to release Space Marine figures. Easy to build kit models. What are your thoughts about this? It's cool. I mean, if you're into like those building models, which of course you are because you play 40K. I don't know. I feel the same way I feel about the Funko Pops for 40K. Like, they're cool, but I'd rather spend that money on 40K stuff.
Yeah. I agree. I don't like the Funko Pop stuff. I don't think, like, if you are a collector of miniatures, that doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna like Funko Pops. Yeah. We'll see how the aesthetic is too.
Yeah. I gotta wait till I see more.
Next question comes from Te Mande a la Bird. How many name characters do the Kataria Adeptus Mechanicus have? I think we talked about this last week. Week 1, Belisarius Call. And I guess you could say the Fabricator General, but he doesn't have stats.
It's more of a title than anything.
Yeah. Next question. I have one from Brandy Hickman. Is there a 40K multiverse that people can cross with the warp? No. So the 40K galaxy that's it. Anything outside of the galaxy, we don't know what's going on. We just know that the old ones left outside of the galaxy, and we know that the Silent King and the Tyranids are coming back in. Well, the Silent King's already back.
Yeah, he just hasn't made his move yet.
Yeah. Next question.
This one is by Machine God. This is my third attempt. I've been having chaos come to my door trying to convert me. What's the best way to fight them off?
Become a Jehovah's Witness.
Mm-hmm. Throw your religion in their religion?
Yep. The only difference is that... No, actually, yeah. Both religions don't mean anything. Eternal_Kanate. Are you even wearing pants?
What is pants?
Yeah.
General Jimmy's. What would be the requirements to be able to revive the Emperor to his full normal state? They haven't really said. And we don't even know if that's possible. Maybe just let him die and he'll come back if he is a perpetual. We don't know.
We don't know.
Nobody knows.
No one knows. Te mande a la bird again. How dangerous is a drunken orc to himself and others? Not very dangerous. An orc, not any more dangerous than what an orc or normally is, I should say. If you come across an orc, like if you're in the woods or if you're in the hood and you see an orc coming at you, first of all, that's kind of badass. But second of all, you're dead.
Yeah, if anything's coming at me, I'm gonna get impregnated.
Yeah. Last question.
This one is by San Orange. Let's assume that Sanguinius does come back. In your opinion, what is the least fan-irritating opinion for him to do that? P.S. I'm definitely not from GW. So Sanguinius has already been stated to be dead. His sacrifice allowed the Emperor to give the killing blow to Horus. And there's so much symbolism behind that because Horus and Sanguinius were hoes before bros. Think about that. So it's like his bro died because of a hoe, and now that he's dead, you're going to bring him back? That's not the way bros before hoes and hoes before bros works.
Yeah, play that back and there's a message in there.
Is there?
No.
Or did I just mess up and kind of went with it?
Maybe.
Did I just reveal myself? Maybe.
This is really meta.
Is it?
No. So it would be really badass if he has to come back with a purpose. I feel like Gilliman came back with the purpose of the Indominus Crusade and the Primaris Marines. Now, people hated the Primaris Marines. Well, not people. There's a certain group on the internet
that isn't people.
Well, that like because when I say people, it's like, oh, general. No, there's a small group led by an individual, and like they hate on pretty much everything. But that's beside the point. Bring back Sanguinius and have him have a purpose to like have Gilliman almost dying. He needs help, and all of a sudden, the angel comes back.
Just like that.
Yeah, and then he comes back. Don't pull a Game of Thrones and bring back Jon Snow just so that he can be pointless for the next 2 seasons.
Have him be an extra.
Yeah, don't do that. So bring back Sanguinius and have him either defeat another named character or save another named character. But yeah.
Or have him come back as part of the Legion of the Damned.
That would be badass.
Having a brand new sculpt for Sanguinius clad in like flames when he's got the wings and everything.
That'd be badass.
And it sucks because I really love the Blood Angels and I really love Sanguinius as a Primarch. And like, he's supposed to be dead. His sacrifice meant something. But at the same time, I also want a new sculpt and new rules and new lore for him. So
make his return mean something. And not something generic like, oh, he's going to save the Imperium. No, he has to kill someone that killed someone else. Those are the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. We have a Patreon. A simple $1 a month helps us create more videos for you guys. We have a Facebook. You can contact us on there. We have an Instagram. You can contact us on there. We have a Twitter. We don't really go on Twitter.
Yep. And that's all we got for you guys today. This has been The Sound Alchemist.
Gershwan.
And we'll see you next time.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.